Okay, so I'm going to do a reading for Brittany Lynn Cannon, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge into your energy body with your permission, because you said you want me to do a reading, and I'm going to connect with your energy, and then I'm going to ask for your energy guides slash spirit guides slash guardian angels slash, among other things, aliens, to come in and see if they will allow me to facilitate if they will facilitate the reading through me as the medium with information for you and for your spirit and soul. And so hopefully they'll allow it. Since you allowed it, I'm sure they will. So I have to do a little visual thing. And every time if you watch this video, when you're watching this video, and if you watch it again more than once, they'll be here. Your particular energy slash soul gods will be with you in the room you're in that moment. So I do a little visual thing where I think up high at the top of my head. I'm going to throw my energy over and connect to your energy body. And so I'm going to give thanks to all the energy before I do that. So up, up, up and over, up and over, up and over, up and over. And I'm just going to think about you, Brittany, and I'm going to think about your face. I'm going to think about your energy, and I'm going to think about how you are. And it kind of feels like clicked in there. And so I'm just going to ask that I first want to give thanks to the Creator God, the Creator Light, Creator Source. And then may Brittany's energy guides work through me to facilitate this reading, to tell you what you need to know, and give you some, I guess, help for whatever it is you could be going through. So I don't need to know what you're going through really to have them work, because they know what you need. So I think we're in there now. So what I'm going to do first is the pendulum reading. And I picked 3 charts out. I'm just going to do what your energy guides would like for you to know the most. And then I was going to do what your soul needs to heal, or maybe not heal, but what would be good for your soul right now. And then maybe questions about what your fate is waiting you. So let's see what they just might want you might need to know. Let's see. Can you show me the yes motion for Brittany Cannon? Okay. Can you show me the no? Okay, can you show me the motion for not right now, or not a good time? Clockwise. Okay, so I'm going to ask, the answers that I'm going to get are going to be from Brittany Cannon's spirit energy, soul guides, and not of my opinion or of my own belief. I just asked it that just to make sure that I don't influence the answers. So show me what it is that Brittany needs to know the most right now. Liberty. Did you mean liberty and freedom? Did you mean forgiveness? And did you mean achievement and accomplishment? Okay, so I got a stronger answer for achievement and accomplishments, and then another yes for forgiveness. They want you to know that you should know that you've achieved a lot and you've accomplished a lot in your life for your age, and that you do a lot, and that you need to recognize that. I think they're trying to say you need to give yourself some recognition for your achievements and your accomplishments thus far in life, because you do it on your own, and you're still alive and you have everything that you need every day, I'd say. And so give yourself recognition for that. But then also forgiveness. I don't know if that means forgive yourself or forgive others. Either way, can't go wrong. So forgive yourself. It's sometimes hard to forgive, but really it's like just letting go of any energy that you're holding against anybody that's negative. Just letting the energy go from the negative to the neutral. It's all just movement energy anyway. So forgive yourself for not forgiving others, and forgive others for not forgiving you, and anything that you're holding towards anyone. It's just try to shift that energy from, if you can't take it from negative all the way to positive, at least shift it, from negative to neutral, so that it's not an energy suck, on your part, because you maybe can't let it go, or at least let it, maybe, I don't know, but maybe if you feel like you've done, I don't know, forgiveness, I don't feel like you need to forgive yourself. I feel like they're saying forgive others, but maybe it's just one person. But they really just wanted you to know more. I got a way stronger answer for yes, for just recognize yourself for how far you've come and what you've accomplished, and give yourself some credit for it, pretty much. Okay, so now I'm going to see what they want for you to, maybe, if forgiveness is in the way somewhere, if there's somebody that you need to forgive for yourself, at least to cut off that negative energy, like leakage, what could help you moving on? Did you mean love your feelings? Did you mean love your body? Did you mean anything else? Okay. Okay, they wanted you to see that you could love your feelings, and maybe that's what forgiveness means. Maybe if you're feeling some kind of a way that you feel bad for feeling that way, but you just can't help that you feel that way, then just embrace your feelings and love them. Love the feeling that you have. Even if you can't let it go, just let it be, and at least put it in neutral and be okay, and recognize that you had the feelings, and maybe you're not okay with those feelings completely, but at least you recognize you have them. So if forgiveness is one of them, then just recognize it. Love it. Love the feeling, whether whether you can completely forgive or not, at least embrace it. And also to love your body. So they wanted you to know that. I don't know about if you love your body or if you don't love your body, but they said yes. So love your body. Yep. Love your body and your feelings, and know that it's okay to feel however you want to feel. They're just feelings, but don't let it be a drain on you, because just be picky about what you put your energy into. There's no good energy, there's no bad energy, it's just energy. But your emotions is your energy in motion. Emotions, they turn that energy into a feeling. It comes from your heart, and really that's your brain. So your energy in motion is your energy in motion from your heart, turns it into emotions, and then it goes to your brain. And a lot of times you think with this and not this, which they say you're supposed to do, but sometimes I feel like it could get you in trouble. But let's find out about what is awaiting your fate. In your fate. Did you mean friendship? Did you mean daring more? Well, they say you might be daring more in your fate, in your future. You might be taking some more daring moves. Anything else on here that she might need to know about what's awaiting her? No. No. Well, daring more. You're going to be doing something daring. Whatever it is, maybe there's something you want to do, but you're not bold enough to do it. Although I don't feel like you would not be bold enough to do whatever you felt, because I know you. Daring more. I don't know. Be careful with that one, because I don't know. I can't think of much you would hold back on, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's different now. Maybe you should jump and dare to do something different. Maybe dare to do something different. Okay, next I'll do a crystal reading, but I'll have to change the camera. And when I do a crystal reading, I use 7 stones to represent the 7 chakras. I use this obsidian for the root, which is your security and your fear and grounding. I use this, I think it's a garnet, for your sacral chakra, which is your passion, your drive, your sexuality. Then I use this citrine for your solar plexus, or your core chakra, which is in your stomach, which is your creativity, your energy, life force, and hunger. And then I use this emerald for green for the heart chakra, which is emotions, love, and things like that. Then I use this blue, I think, sodalite for your throat chakra, which is communication. And then I use this purple fluorite for your third eye, which is intuition and psychic abilities. And then I use this white quartz crystal for your crown chakra, which is your higher intuition and higher self. And what I do is I think about you and what your energy needs to know, and I'll throw them down, and I can read them in two ways. The rocks that land closest to the front are the most pressing issues that Spirit wants you to know. The middle is how they will, or the advice they give us to the issues in the forefront, and then the third farthest back ones would be things that maybe are coming in the future or whatever. Or I can just read them by grouping and association. So, hold on. Thinking about Brittany Cannon and what she needs to know. Okay. I'm kind of just going to give you what I can see just by the grouping and kind of, okay. First and foremost, I guess the furthest away would be up here, and that's the sacral chakra, that's red. That, in the future, I think maybe you shouldn't be worrying right now about anything, sexual or too passionate. That should be off. That'll come later in the future. But what I see is they definitely, on the forefront is your intuition, your heart, and your root. So, but the root and the heart are here together. So I feel like maybe like with the post when you put on Facebook about the part about letting go, you need to ground your heart chakra, because you might be holding on to something that if you would just ground it, you could probably think better, because your intuition's here. Use your intuition to guide you with whatever it is that you're needing help with right now. Use what you feel like, your intuition, just that feeling can be in your gut or like a cold chill, something like that. But ground the heart, because you could be, just needs to be grounded. Maybe you're afraid to let something go, or you're afraid to love, maybe, or you're afraid to forgive, like the pendulum reading said. If you ground your heart, bring it back, bring it back down to reality with whatever the situation is. I don't know what it's about for sure or anything, but that's what they're saying with how the rocks landed. And just follow your intuition more. I think with it in this situation that you're wondering about more, ground the heart, keep it rooted. And then back here, well, you've got your higher self, and then you've got communication, and then your solar plexus. Maybe they're telling you to ground your heart, use your intuition to think about whatever the situation is, and your higher self is aligned with your core being, your life energy, your energy. So communicate it, but use your intuition. Ground your heart, use your intuition. Whatever it is that you need to communicate, you need to communicate it with the core of yourself, with your core belief, with your core who you are, with everything that you are, because your higher self is in line with that, and communication's over here on the same line. So whatever the issue is, you need to just go ahead and ground the heart, kind of prepare it for some pain maybe, and then use your intuition to guide you how you should go. And your higher self will be able to speak through your core being if it's something that really means a lot, and is true meaning to you, and deep down inside of you, what you want to communicate or be communicated to you. But whatever the issue is, if you kind of just ground the heart, leave it out of it, use your head and your gut, along with asking up for higher information, you'll be able to communicate whatever the issue is. You'll be able to communicate it to whoever you need to communicate it to, or it will be communicated to you however it needs to be communicated to you. So, if it's you communicating it, then it'll need to come from deep down in who you are. And I think, you need to guard the heart, use the head to communicate, or whatever will be communicated to you. You'll be able to know that it's the right communication. And hopefully, you could use your intuition to decipher that too. Main thing is leave the heart, ground the heart. Don't be afraid, because it might hurt, whatever it is. But if you ground it, it'll be easier shock for sure. And this right here, your sexual passions and desires, whatever the issue is happening right now, I feel like that will be in the future. It'll be by itself. It's not something really, it's the furthest away that you need to worry about. Main issue is bracing the heart and opening the heart to whatever feelings may arise, and forgiving those who maybe cause painful emotions to arise. Just let them go and realize that you gotta have painful emotions to have wonderful emotions. To realize the difference in two. That's just the way it is here. But in this situation, you probably need to just realize it might hurt the heart and be ready for that. But be ready to push through and use your head and your gut, and whatever needs to be communicated, or you need to communicate, will come through. But it won't have anything to do with sex or passions, I wouldn't think. Not until later, until after these other issues come and go. For the tarot part, I put the 22 major arcana cards in there because I know those pretty good. And I put the suit of cups for emotions in there with it. And I might have to use my book to read some of the ones from cups, but I'll try to give you an impression first before I read it in the book. And what I'll do is, I'll do 3 cards. I'll do one for maybe what the issue is, or what surrounds the issue. The middle one for how maybe spirit would, say go about doing whatever with that issue. And the third card being like how it might all turn out. I could have did it. I didn't know if the post meant between you and Hunter, or what was going on, if it had to do with Hunter. I figured it kind of did. I could have do 1 card Hunter, 1 card you, 1 card the outcome, which I could still do that from the other kind of reading too. Even if it's not about Hunter, you could still be irrelevant. But I'm gonna shuffle and stop. I feel like the energy tells me to stop. Oh shit. Okay. The Eight of Cups, Death, and the Four of Cups. Well, the Eight of Cups is a good card. I just can't remember exactly what it means, and I know Death. The Four of Cups is kind of, well, we'll see. I'll look them up. The Eight of Cups is maybe surrounding situation is, I remember it was a good one. Well, no, it's the Eight of Cups is introspection, deeper purpose, and brooding, and dissatisfaction of day-to-day. Well, it says you might be looking for a deeper purpose within your life. In introspection, yeah, and deeper purpose. Maybe you didn't know you were looking for a deeper purpose, but, and it says also, too, that you might be in the mood for introspection, discovering how to best implement your plans in nourishing ways. Appreciate your journey so far in this transition period. You're ready to move past being comfortable and start feeding your soul. Yeah, and grounding your heart. Just like the crystal, that's what you're ready for. And then the middle card, Death. Well, death means the end of something, but it also means the rebirth of something new. Death's not a bad card. What it says in here, it means it's change, ending, a rebirth. So, I mean, I'll take that as if you need a deeper connection within your own soul, with yourself, fall in love with your soul. Like when you listen to songs on the radio, the stupid radio, every song they ever made, probably, that had lyrics to it, when they're singing about, you think they're singing about their boyfriend or their girlfriend, but they're not. The song is written, they're singing to their other self, the self that you leave up there and split yourself to come down here for. They're singing to the either their other male part or female part of them. So, and that's what they're really singing about. And so you need to get connected with that, your other part up there. It doesn't have to be a man, but a male part. But you should fall in love with it, and you'll get a deeper connection to it, and that can end the more shallow, whatever's going on that's more, not as deep, that connection. You get that good soul connection, fall in love with yourself, and forgive yourself, like it said in the other reading, and the end, so that you can change and have a rebirth. Falling in love with yourself, you'll never be unhappy alone. You'll never be bored alone. Realize that there's another part of you left up there that loves you more than anything, and it can give you answers to anything you need. You might already know that, but you maybe need to re-know it to fall back in love with yourself and get a deeper connection. And then the Four of Cups, I think maybe the Four of Cups was the good one. It's distracted, withdrawal, rumination. Well, Eight of Cups was brooding and self-introspection, but you need a deeper connection. And the Four of Cups is maybe you're going to feel distracted or withdrawn. Or, well, if you look at it like you're looking for a deeper connection and you're tired of the day-to-day everything, you want a deeper connection either with someone else or with yourself. Whatever connection you have with whoever or whatever now needs to be cut and killed so that a new rebirth, new connection to that deeper level can be made. And then, just be careful and watch out for distractions and try not to withdraw too much. You're content, but it says here that you're feeling bored and restless. The rat race is wearing you down, and the status quo no longer appeals to you. You're at odds with yourself. Do you listen to your deepest desires, or do you stay stagnant but safe? You gotta kill it. Don't be afraid, like the crystal reading said. Don't be afraid with your heart to kill it. It might hurt, but you get a new rebirth after that that's better. And this is the time to contemplate, meditate, and reflect on what your true desires are. And if you're living your life to the fullest, the opportunities are there and oftentimes right in front of you. You may be too self-absorbed in your own problems to notice the possibilities that lie before you. Shift your perspective. open your eyes. Like I said, shift that energy and just channel it a little different. If you can remember, there's no good or bad. You can take somebody else's negative energy that either you feel for them or they have towards you, and you can filter it and turn it into good. But if I were to read this, you, Hunter, and y'all together, if that's the problem or whatever that you're trying to let go of, like your post said, you would be tired of the day-to-day life. You would be wanting to go deeper and get a deeper connection, either with yourself or with someone else, or you're just restless, and eight's the number for infinity. Hunter would be death. That would be the connection that would have to be cut, would be to him. But don't be afraid, and try not to be too absorbed by the chaos that might be caught. I mean, y'all together, putting y'all together, that it would be chaos. It would be, the Four Cups said that it was self-absorption, stubborn, lost opportunities, distracted, withdrawal, rumination, together. I don't know. I just don't like that Four Cups, but I don't see how it ties in. I know, well, actually, 4 is half of 8. So, you want a deeper connection, cut Hunter from 8 to 4. And try not to let the problems that arise from cutting it get in the way of your deeper connection, or your yearning for that, if you have a deep yearning for that, which you probably do. Everybody does. I liked it better when I read it as you as the 8 of Cups, Hunter is death, and then the 4 Cups. And just like the crystal reading said, it's going to be, you're going to have to ground your heart to help with the shock. But if you want it to ever end and get a new rebirth, you'll have to cut it, and it's not going to feel good probably. And that'll be okay, because you'll get a rebirth of a deeper connection of something better, and you'll love your body, and you'll love your feelings, and don't be afraid to love the feelings you have, whether they're considered good or bad, because there's no really good or bad. It's just energies. But you can deplete yourself from energies. Your energies can get depleted because you decide to give all your energies to fighting with maybe somebody, or like I try not to fight. I don't fight with Ronnie much. I just let it roll over and go on. Especially when he's drunk, it's hard, but I can do it because you want to keep that good synergy energy up to the best and keep your frequency higher. So you want to save your energy and be very particular about how you let it be taken from you, because it's all a big energy suck either way. It's a suck one way or another. Interacting with people is the energy exchange. It's just some people are vampires and they don't realize that they constantly are sucking your energy with either your attention or your anger or your frustration. Just put a shield around you and try to experience not personally experience the emotions. Kind of step out of yourself and don't feel one way or another about either a really stressful situation or really intense or whatever kind of emotion it is, because that's what you're going to have to burn off when you leave here anyway. If you don't burn it off here before you go, then it's just going to be hanging out in the astrals with everybody else that knows they don't have to go to the light, because there's nothing there that makes them go to the light. So that they don't want, if they're afraid of the light or they think the light's going to hurt them because it's going to burn through all of their earthly emotions like lust, desire, anger, jealousy, hate, greed, envy, whatever it is, addictions. If you don't burn them off here, it's going to be too much probably when you go. I don't know, the lights, the source lights, yeah. When I went crazy last year, well, I'm not schizophrenic, that just means psychic, and that source is just when multi-dimensional time, being kicked out of linear time, everything's happening all at this moment, but it's like in layers, kind of, some of it's delayed. But anyway, you to work with trying not to be attached to emotions, and it's hard not to even be attached to emotions and be attached to people and things. It sucks. Even memories, like I don't know that we can take them with us. I'm not sure. I don't think we can in that kind of a way. But you never know. Maybe we'll never die. Maybe we'll just upload into the cloud. There's many answers, but I just don't know which one I want to choose yet. They're all plausible. And letting go's hard, but be able to let all of it go. Not just little day-to-day, the shit you're probably bored with, day-to-day life, like you're looking for something deeper, and you're getting older now. I'm getting ready to be 39, so I'm old as fuck too, and you're not old as fuck yet. You got 10 more years to go before you're old as fuck. But you're good. You need to give yourself acknowledgement for the achievements and your accomplishments thus far, because you're doing better than I would ever be doing by yourself. And you got a big heart, and you got that. You're a negative O blood. You're like the president's blood. Your blood everybody's saved by your blood. Everybody is, because everybody can accept your blood. I don't think you can accept everybody's, but you can save everybody's life with your blood. It's like the Jesus line. So, anyway, I hope that reading did good for you. Just let me know if I was right about any of it. It's kind of hard. I probably should ask you what you wanted to know. If you want to know something in particular, or maybe you already talked to your higher self, I don't know. If you want some validation, just let me know, and I can ask for you and videotape it, or I can just ask and tell you what I got, and if you've already talked and you want to verify it and validate it, see if it was the same answer. We could play games like that. There's remote viewing that, like, the FBI and not the FBI as much as the CIA used remote viewing as, it was like experiments where they would, remote viewing's fun. It's like I'll think about something, or I have an object in mind, and you don't know what it is, but you start to think about what I might have in mind, or what object I have, and you just write down whatever words or symbols or pictures or colors or whatever thoughts come through your head, and then we compare what you wrote down to when it comes to what you thought the object was, and see how close you were to make
Say I totally agree. See, girl, I'm fine with that. I done gave my watches away, ain't got no time for that. Asking where's my heart, good luck finding that. How long could I see her